3 a.m. phone, glowing, you know you should sleep, but the scroll just won't stop. Does it ever feel like something else is controlling you, pulling you deeper? There's a name for this in Buddhism, a hungry ghost, a spirit trapped in endless craving. Imagine a being forever thirsty, but never satisfied, driven mad by desire. Sound familiar? Watch. There's a way out. I know that late night screen lit, feeling all too well a few months ago. I was right there endlessly scrolling at 3 a.m. feeling hollow, but unable to stop. That's when Buddha's ancient wisdom hit me in a way I never expected in a previous video. We ventured through the chilling realms of Buddhist hells, but there's another realm closer to us, a realm of hungry ghosts, unlike the demons of hell. These ghosts aren't locked away somewhere distant. They're already here, hiding in our habits, haunting our minds like a hungry ghost. The untrained mind is never satisfied with what it has. These aren't just ancient words. This is your Instagram feed at midnight, your TikTok binges, your endless YouTube rabbit holes. Imagine being cursed with a hunger that can never be satisfied, a throat too small to swallow, a stomach too it's big to fill an endless craving that drives you mad. This is what Buddha was called tanha, a thirst that can never be quenched, a cycle of wanting more sound, like fantasy. Look around. See that person who can't stop shopping, the one obsessed with likes. You right now unable to put down your phone? You're experiencing one of Buddhism's 3 poisons: greed, or as I like to call it, the ghost of endless craving. I'm Matt from Buddha's Wisdom, where we turn ancient Buddhist teachings into powerful tools for modern life. This Halloween special reveals the truth about hungry ghosts, how to spot them in your daily life, and the shocking ways they're controlling you right now. Plus, a powerful story of a monk who found the way out. Your phone's glowing. Your ghost is hungry, ready to break free.
I'll forget everything.
Know about ghosts. These aren't your sheet-wearing, chain-rattling Halloween specials. These are the beings Buddha warned us about, creatures trapped in a reality of their own cravings. Remember my 3 a.m. scrolling confession that night changed everything? Because while staring at that endless feed, Buddha's words echoed in my mind. Imagine this, a being with a body the size of a house, but a neck thinner than a needle, always starving, never satisfied. Even if they find an entire ocean of water, it turns to fire the moment it touches their lips. In Buddhism, this isn't just a spooky story, it's one of the 6 realms we can be reborn into if we let our cravings control us. But here's the plot twist, and I learned this during my retreat in Thailand. You don't need to die to experience the hungry ghost realm, those hunger pangs. They're happening right now. That endless TikTok scroll, that's the poison of greed. Those 3 a.m. Instagram stories, that's tanha, endless thirst, that Netflix autoplay. You can't resist, that's the hungry ghost of entertainment, that gaming achievement. You can't stop grinding for pure ghost energy, those shopping apps you check every hour, the ghost of materialism. Let me share something personal. Last year I spent a lot of money on in-app purchases, games upgrades, premium features, trying to fill a void that kept getting bigger. Buddha called this the cycle of craving. The more you feed it, the hungrier it gets. Ancient Buddhist art shows these creatures with bulging bellies and tiny mouths today. That's your phone, infinite content, but no amount feels like enough. These ghosts are trapped in a nightmare. Buffett surrounded by everything they want, but unable to enjoy any of it. Sound familiar? Let's get it personal for a second. Look at your screen time right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. Shocking, isn't it? When I first checked mine, it was 9 hours. That's not just FOMO or bad habits. That's your hungry ghost mode. Activated, the average person spends 7 hours on their phone daily. That's 7 hours of feeding a ghost that never gets full. 7 hours of chasing likes, views, and notifications that leave you feeling emptier than before. As Buddha said, think about your last social media binge. Remember that hollow feeling after 2 hours of scrolling. That's not just boredom. That's your hungry ghost throwing a tantrum, because no matter how much content it consumes, it's still starving. But before you panic, there's something you need to understand about these ghosts, something I discovered after that brutal wake-up call in Thailand, something that could flip your whole digital life upside down. Let's get real about these ghost symptoms. Buddha talked about 3 poisons that trap us in suffering today. These poisons show up as different types of digital hunger, and trust me, I've experienced all of them. First up, physical hunger. Your Uber Eats history looks like a novel. Your pantry is full, but nothing feels right. Late-night snacks become a ritual during my first meditation retreat. My teacher said something that hit home. You're not feeding your body, you're feeding a ghost that's hijacked your cravings. Next level emotional hunger, 1,000 matches on dating apps, 0 real connections, 500 friends on Facebook, nobody to call at 3 a.m., perfect Instagram feed, empty DMs, Buddha nailed it 2,500 years ago, yet here we are, swiping for validation. Let me share something uncomfortable a few years ago. I was spending 6 hours a day on dating apps, 6 hours of swiping right on strangers while ignoring real connections, classic hungry ghost behavior. But wait, it gets deeper, mental hunger. Buddha called it the monkey mind, always jumping from branch to branch, never satisfied. Sound familiar? YouTube suggests. The video you click 3 hours later, you're watching conspiracy theories about underwater.
Ask It Weaving Netflix asks, still watching? Your ghost hits.
Yes, before you can blink, remember that Thailand retreat I mentioned. No phones allowed first. 3 days felt like withdrawal, because it was the 3 poisons were detoxing from my system. The scariest part, these ghosts team up, that's right, while you're doom scrolling with a midnight snack. Listening to a podcast, all 3 hungers are feeding it. Once in Buddhist terms, you're not just visiting the hungry ghost realm, you're building a vacation home. Or try putting down your phone for an hour, feel that itch, that anxiety. That FOMO creeping in, that's not you, that's your ghost throwing a tantrum. And just when you think you've got it under control, these ghosts start running your entire schedule. Remember my 3 a.m. story? That was just the beginning. Let me show you exactly how these hungry ghosts hijack your daytime for some ghost hunting in your daily routine. Buddha taught that awareness is the first step to freedom. After my retreat, I started tracking my own ghost moments, and trust me, what I discovered changed everything. Morning ghost, your alarm rings, but before your feet hit the floor, your hands already grabbed your phone. Fun fact: monks wake up at 4 a.m., and their first action is taking 3 mindful breaths. Instagram, email, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, every app gets checked, not because you need to, but because your ghost is already starving. Buddha's words hit different when you realize you're becoming your notifications work ghost, that important deadline's coming up, but instead of focusing, you're checking crypto prices. Every 5 minutes, confession time. I once lost a writing gig because I spent the whole day checking my crypto portfolio. The 3 poisons in action: greed for gains, hatred for losses. Delusion about getting rich, quick lunch ghost. You order food, take a photo, edit it, post it. Check likes, recheck likes. Forget to actually eat your food. Meanwhile, your ghost is feasting on validation, and your lunch is getting cold. Buddha taught mindful eating. We practice mindless posting. Social ghost, Friday night, you're out with friends, but your ghost keeps yanking your attention to your pocket. Remember my Thailand story? The most powerful moment wasn't the meditation, it was having actual conversations without phones. No likes, no shares. Just presence. Bedtime ghosts. Just one more video, one more episode, one more scroll. Midnight passes, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in Buddhist monasteries. They say the hungry ghost realm is strongest at night. Looking at our phone habits, they might be onto something. Weekend ghost, 2 full days of freedom. Perfect time to hit the gym. Read that book. Start that project instead. Your ghost has other plans. Before you know it, you're 47 weeks deep in your ex's new girlfriend's cousin's Instagram. As Buddha said, the most ruthless part, these ghosts are invisible to everyone else. Nobody sees you checking your phone under the table. Nobody knows about your 2 a.m. digital binges. Nobody suspects you're possessed, but your screen time numbers, they tell a different story. Just like my 9-hour wake-up call, these numbers don't lie. And speaking of wake-up calls, there's an ancient Buddhist story that completely changed how I viewed digital addiction. You know what else doesn't lie? Ancient Buddhist wisdom. And there's one story that shook me harder than my own 3 a.m. rock bottom. Buddha taught this, but watch how it plays out in this story. Meet Moggallana, Buddha's most gifted disciple. Think of him as the ancient world's greatest Ghostbuster. During my time in Thailand, my teacher compared him to a spiritual superhero. He could read minds, fly through walls, travel between realms. The spiritual equivalent of having every premium app, subscription, blue check mark, and viral posts combined. But one day he discovered something that shattered his world. His own mother, reborn in the hungry ghost realm. Let that sink in. The most connected person in the spiritual world couldn't even help his own mom. Every piece of food he manifested turned to fire in her mouth. Every drop of water became acid. I remember sitting in meditation, thinking about my own mom's Facebook addiction, and this story hit differently here. Was the most powerful monk in history, powerless to help his own mother. Just like many of us feel powerless watching our loved ones scroll their lives away desperate. He ran to Buddha, and here's where it gets real. Buddha dropped a truth bomb that explains everything you're experiencing right now, the hungry ghost. Realm isn't just a place, it's a state of mind, one of the 6 realms we create with our own cravings. And no amount of power, money, or followers can free you from it. The solution? This is what blew my mind during a retreat. It wasn't meditation, it wasn't prayers, it wasn't even Buddha's direct intervention. It was community connection, real human bonds. Buddha taught only when the entire Buddhist community came together, sharing their merit, their positive actions there. Genuine concern, only then was Majalayana's mother freed from her ghostly prison. Think about that, the world's most powerful. Monk couldn't save one person alone, but together they changed everything. Just like my own journey, it wasn't an app or a hack that helped me break. Friyat was joining a meditation group, sharing struggles, finding real connection. Now look at your phone again, those notifications, those likes, those followers. Are they filling your hunger, or are they keeping you trapped? Like Majalayana's mother in an endless cycle of craving. But don't worry, just like Buddha showed Majalayana the way out, I'm about to show you how to break free. Breaking free from your hungry ghost isn't about deleting all your apps or throwing your phone into a river. Buddha never taught extreme measures. He taught the middle way during my retreat. Tried the whole digital detox thing. Guess what happened when I got back? Ghosts came back stronger as Buddha said. So let's turn those ghost habits into good deeds. Here's how. First, build your ghost-busting squad. Remember Majalayana's story. Solo players. Lose this gamethus. Hit home when I joined a meditation group back home right now. Pause this video and text 3 friends. Real friends. Not just Instagram mutuals. Tell them you're forming a ghost-busting squad. Make plans, real plans, not just virtual. One's my squad. We meet every Sunday. No phones, just cafe conversation and occasional crisis management. Your ghost hates that stuff because it knows community breaks the first poison. Greed for digital validation. Second, the 2-minute ghost test. This comes straight from Buddhist mindfulness practice. Before each action, pause and reflect. Every time you reach for your phone, give yourself 2 minutes just to ask yourself Buddha's 3 questions. Sounds simple. During my retreat, it took me 3 days to stop reaching for my phantom phone. Your ghost will fight you on this one, because awareness breaks the second poison delusion. Third,
I'll be
the ultimate ghost repellent. Here's what really scares hungry ghosts: generosity, Dana, as Buddhists call it, giving, sharing. Not just likes and reposts, real stuff. Help someone share knowledge, create something valuable, personal story time. I used to spend hours making perfect Instagram stories. No, I spend that time creating videos like this one. Same skills, different purpose. Ghosts can't stand genuine contribution. It breaks. The third poison: hatred or aversion to what's real. But here's the ninja move I learned from my teacher: turn your ghost habits into human habits. Use that Instagram account to share real moments, not filtered facades. Transform your YouTube binges into learning sessions. Convert your Reddit scrolling into genuine community participation. The secret: ghosts feed on isolation. They starve in connection. Every real conversation, every genuine laugh, every actual human moment weakens their grip. Buddha said it best. And those withdrawal symptoms I mentioned earlier, they're not permanent. I know, because I've been there. Your ghost will throw tantrums. It will beg for attention. It will promise that the next scroll will finally satisfy you. But now you know better, because here's what Majalayana really taught us. Even the most powerful beings need a system, a protocol, a way to maintain their freedom, and that's exactly what I'm about to show you. Your ghost-free power-up protocol starts now. Buddha taught that liberation comes in stages. If it is as your spiritual video game, 3 levels to break free from the hungry ghost realm. Let me share something I learned the hard way after Thailand. I thought I was cured, then I downloaded TikTok game. That's when my teacher shared Buddha's wisdom. Small changes, consistent practice. All One ghost tracking, know your enemy. Buddha taught your phone has a secret weapon screen time stats, but we're going deeper. Track your ghost moments in real time. When do they appear? What triggers them? My ghost at loves 4 p.m. that post-lunch pre-evening slump once. I knew that I could prepare now. It's meditation time. Your ghost hates being watched. Because awareness is kryptonite to craving, level to freedom practices. Remember the 6 realms. We're aiming for the human realm balanced. Aware, present. Start small. Set up ghost-free zones in your day. Here's my routine learned from Monk Snow. 30 minutes. Feel short. What matters is you're choosing reality over digital. Demons level 3, the ultimate power move. This is where you become the ghost hunter instead of the haunted. Take those ghost triggering moments and flip them social media cravings into text to someone you haven't talked to in a while. YouTube spiral coming, hit the gym instead. Shopping urge, clean your room, remember? Majaliana. His power came from helping others. That's your boss level, teaching others about their ghosts. Because here's the wild things. You start seeing these patterns, you'll notice them everywhere. My proudest moment wasn't deleting social media. It was helping my mom reduce her Facebook time from 6 hours to 1, just like Mojalian's community. We get stronger when we help others break free. Our phone isn't cursed, your apps aren't evil, as Buddha taught. It's not the objects that bind us, but our attachment to them, your ghost. It's counting on your unconscious patterns to stay alive. But now you have the power to change. The game, look at your phone right now. That glow isn't just blue light, it's your ghost spotlight, but after. Today you're seeing it differently, aren't you? As Buddha said. Maybe your ghost led you here for a reason. Let me share. One last personal story. Remember that 3 a.m. scrolling moment. I mentioned that night I hit rock bottom, 9 hours of screen time, 0. Real connections, but that moment of clarity, it changed everything, just like Mojaliana found hope in community. I found mine right here with you. Next time you catch yourself scrolling at 3 a.m., you'll know what's really going on when that notification itch hits you. Recognize who's really scratching. That's not defeat, that's awareness. And as Buddha taught, think about Mojaliana. Even with all his supernatural abilities, he needed something more powerful than magic. He needed awareness. Connection, community, the same things we all need in this digital agent. That's exactly what we're building here at Buddha's Wisdom, a ghost-busting community, a place where ancient wisdom meets modern life, where we transform hungry ghosts into conscious creators. Here's your first power move. Hit subscribe. Yeah. I know it sounds ironic, but these aren't ghost feeds. These are your weekly reminders to stay human in a digital world. Turn on notifications. Plot twist. Let's use the ghost's tools. Against it, drop a comment. What's your strongest ghost moment? Share it, because somewhere out there, another viewer is fighting the same ghost. Remember, Majgalia's mother was freed through community action. Your comment might be someone else's liberation. I'm Matt, and remember, your ghost only has the power you give it, just like Buddha taught. See you in the next video. Stay hungry for life, not likes, and remember, every time you choose presence over scrolling, you're not just fighting a ghost, you're awakening a Buddha.